I can't pretend to know what the curse was like, but they must have been desperate, and being in those bodies for all this time would have only soured them more. You might be right. And as shocking as it is, I'd be lying to myself if I didn't feel slightly relieved to see more of my kin alive and well. But we have something else to focus on right now. Let's look around and see what we can find. Lots of body parts, and of which I need. Ah, he might have something on him.
So that's Nabor, huh? How I wish now that I had never said what I said to the Pontifex Maximus. Still, if I am to be imprisoned here, at least my work can continue. With the success of my break curse spell, I believe I'm ready to move on to more difficult challenges. Of course, what I initially believed to be a curse of some sort, I've now come to recognize as the lasting impact of emotional trauma. Nevertheless, the spell still works as intended. Given the high status of its potential sufferers, SIPD poses a significant risk to the fabric of the Empire. I will focus my efforts there. Given the dual nature of SIPT as a condition with both physical and mental components, the cure must be dual in nature as well. Without a physical cure, the mental condition will simply reassert itself over time. Chthonian physiology is something of a mystery, and I can see no alternative to basic experimentation. Without foreknowledge of the correct ingredients, the first stage will be to create some prototypes. This is going to require some trial and error. To ensure the potions are safe, I first tested them on Fairy. These creatures are useful for Chthonian research, being of merely animal intelligence. Only a handful of my potions were successful. Many caused hideous reactions within the Fairy. Bulging boils, leaking entrails, paralyzation, and much, much more. While they may have gone on to help with SIPD, we cannot tolerate those kind of side effects. Finally, after all this time, could this be it? A cure? After I'd whittled down the candidate formula from the Fairy, I was left with a mere few to test out on the patients of the asylum. It's not easy, live subject testing. A lot of shouting and resistance, but it's all for their own good, ultimately. The remaining potions were tried out in multiple phases, to ensure any successful or failed behavior wasn't a fluke. A few phases in, I attempted to empower the potions by mixing them with the blood of the Chthonians themselves, while the blood potions alleviated symptoms much more consistently than the non-blood. This physical cure was not in and of itself sufficient to completely alleviate the condition.
Right. That might be... I'm not touching that. There's hopefully nothing in there. I don't want blood from there. Who knows where it's from? Lovely. What's in here, then? Phase 1. There must be some more notes on the further phases nearby. There's barely any dosage left in these. Let's have a look at their labels. One, two, 6, 9. Need to find some vodka. Infernal ashes. And I believe the last one is bat bones, maybe? Undercooked mystery meat. Right. So some vodka and some mystery meat. Hmm. What is she doing here? Wait. Huh. I'm back where I started. Maddening. Oh. Hey, stop! There she is again. Rowena! Where's she going? She seems to be going into that little room. All the drawers are empty. Adventurer! Rowena? Sinitius? It's me. Yes, but which you? Oh, it's me, Sinitius. Why do you look like Rowena again? I'm trying to avoid the others. I think they're looking for me. What are you doing down here? You remember how you cured me before? Of course. Hard to forget coming face to face with your true, beautiful, globular self. As it turns out, the cure wasn't especially permanent. That's not good. But then, how are we able to talk? The episodes come and go. I'm okay at the moment. Is that why you're here? Looking for another cure? I was, and I think I was onto something before the others arrived. The other demons? Have you not spoken to them? Abyssals are disgusting, corpse-dwelling barbarians. Can they even speak? Of course. They're here for the same reason you are. Really? Others have been affected in the same way? It sounds like it's a problem for them in the Abyss. Really? And why are you here? Actually, also here for the same reason. We found someone called Erasmus, same condition. How unlikely. Then I'll share what I have. Nabor wrote out a full description of the condition. It's over on the desk there if you want to read it. I didn't find it very helpful. This, though, is the same spell you used on me back in the mansion. It took quite a while to piece together from Nabor's research, but it should work. Thanks. The spell won't cure you permanently? Yes. Nabor talked about requiring a physical cure as well as a mental one. See if you can turn anything up. I'll have a look for anything else useful in these notes. Actually, have you found the physical component for the cure yet? Not yet. I'll keep looking. Alright. This is barely legible. Shineshinus really has awful handwriting. Right. Need some vodka and mystery meat. What's this? Ah, well, there we are. All that's left is the mystery meat. And I'm guessing the blood. Hmm? Hi, Greg. Hi, Greg. Hello, Master. Uh, how's it going? How's it going? Come on, you can do better than that. Gloriously. I have never felt more at home than in this death-infested city. That's the great Gurific we know and love. Thank you for this enlightening conversation. Let's see here. Alright. That might have done it. Let's see. What is that? I need some blood. I love blood. And me too. Can I have some? Of course, Master. Tingly. This is it. The cure. Let me see. A dragonkin, a jester, and a human walk into an asylum. Hello. Human. I hope you haven't returned with nothing to show. I see you found another skulking rat. It's me, you oaf. Senescienus. Senescienus, the child eater. In Orcus's name. Is that the form of the child you ate? I'll not be talked down to by a corpse-dwelling barbarian. We fought for our world. Where were you? Locked up here. Be quiet, Cerilius. Have you found anything human? I've pieced together Nabor's research. I think I have a cure. How do we know it will work? We'll test it on Grigorovic and Senescienus. No! You want to destroy me, Master? I won't allow it. Be quiet. Stand still. Yes, Master. This is for the best, Greg. You need to find peace. I'm going to miss you, buddy. I'm not. I'm ready too. Here we go. Now to just... Interesting. It worked. Are you both okay? My body. I have my body back. Arms are so weird. Erasmus, welcome back. You're so pink. You're taller than I remember. It feels different to last time. Here's a sample of the cure. You should be able to create more. Good. We will return with it to the Abyss. You mentioned you knew something about the demons in Santistan. How can you be so ignorant? Calm down, Iklagor. Our fellow demon Dagon returned to us recently from long incarceration. He harbors such antipathy for Zamorak. He has been infiltrating Infernus. Someday we will reclaim it. In recent weeks, he has reported much activity among the forces there. Zamorak is moving demons off Infernus. We did not know where to, but the presence here could suggest Gielinor is the destination. Uh-oh. Is that bad? Pretty bad. How many demons? Demons are notoriously hard to keep track of, but it could be thousands. Are they enough? We have aided each other, and now we shall return to the Abyss. We may not be as friendly next time. Well, that's not what I expected. I need to report this to someone. Why? If Zamorak is planning some sort of invasion, demons aren't very good at minimizing casualties. I see. Perhaps the forces of the Alliance at the Cathedral could help. Yes, I'd better inform Saradomin. Why? He deserves to know the fate of his knights at least. There's no way the three of us can go to Falador. What's Falador? The human capital, a provincial sort of place. There was another of our kind during the battle with the Temple Knights. Yes, Valinius. Let's see if we can track him down. Thank you once more for your help. Yes, thank you. My mind is free for the first time in, well, an age. Before you go, do you remember being Gregorovic? Unfortunately so, yes. Do you remember me? The way he responded to me? Yes. He thought I was someone else. Yes, the voices in your head. They sound like Sliske, the one who did this to me. Hey. Why? The guys Saren told me they weren't Sliske. I'm no expert, but they have his senescence. Senescence, how would you describe effectum? Resonance. Magical resonance. That could prove worrisome. Exactly. They have his magical resonance, just as I had Gregorovic's. I don't think Greg can hear us anymore. Could I have the same disorder? No, I don't think so. You didn't devour Sliske, did you? Not exactly. Anything happened to your soul? Yes, there was this whole thing with Guthix and an Elder artifact, and Sliske. I expect that's it then. Some part of his essence got pushed into you. Must be powerful enough to reach out to his old followers. You might want to get that seen to. Anyway, must be off. Well, at least it's not Sliske, and yet it's like Sliske. But yeah, I definitely want to get that seen to. I need to part ways here as well. I must return to my kin and watch over them. Thank you for your company, Erasmus. Should you ever find yourself in Northend, come and find me. Maybe I'll pop over too when I've sorted out this Zamorak problem. To Falador! To To Falador indeed. Alright. Horatio? Whom do you have for me first? I thought maybe we should start out with an easy one. That's a little condescending. I don't mean it like that. Of course you can do this, but everyone benefits from positive reinforcement. Very well. Show them in. May I present Horatio, Duke of Lumbridge? It is an honor. Krios Mohagi. You've been practicing your Icene. Very impressive. But the honor is mine, Lumbridge. Tell me what it is you want from me. I am not sure it is entirely proper, sire. I have no time for modesty, false or otherwise. Lumbridge. You are here because you have something to say. Say it. Well, sire, it's about the Battle of Lumbridge. That was nearly 10 years ago. Indeed, sire, but the effects are still being felt. As you know, though our forces were victorious, the lands around the site were devastated. Unfortunate, yes. I could not deflect Zamorak's foul energies cleanly enough. We rebuilt as best we could. Freelancers did most of the work, but the bill was still high. The cost of the lamps alone. Get to the point, Lumbridge. The duchy is deeply in debt, sire, and has remained so these 10 years. Crops are failing, and we cannot afford to buy food elsewhere with the current markup. Is there nothing Miss Stalin can do for you? The times are hard throughout the kingdom, sire. The famine, you know, and the loss of so many young folk to recent tribulations. It is much the same in Asgarnia. What specifically is it that you want me to do? Well, sire, I'm sorry, my lady, I do not know the correct form of address. Don't worry, Lumbridge, lady will do. When Lady Adrastea spoke of making amends, I thought, you blame me for the destruction at the Battle of Lumbridge. Sincerest apology, sire. I meant no... Father, this is not what we talked about. It is I who should apologize, Lumbridge. Though it was not I that chose that site of the battle, I could have worked harder to contain the destruction. Your lands and people bore the brunt of it, and you should be compensated in turn. Adrastea, do you recall the total amount pledged for the Harvest Day parades? It was something close to 2 million gold, if I recall correctly. The parades are important, but we can certainly afford to be less lavish. Have Hestia allocate half of it to the Duchy of Lumbridge. Yes, father. Thank you, sire. 1,000 thank yous. You are welcome, Lumbridge. But it seems we have another visitor. Step forward, World Guardian. I've been exploring the ruins of Sentistan. I have patrols there to guard against any remaining threats. Is everything under control? Zamorakian demons have been seen down there attacking your knights. A group of abyssal demons told me that Zamorak has been moving his forces off Infernus, probably to Gielinor. Off Infernus? What could he be doing? We've seen no sign of activity here, and the ruins themselves contain nothing of value now. Still, we've seen little of Zamorak since he fled the battle against the Elder Gods. Our patrols have reported sightings of red-robed cultists at an archaeological site outside Varrock. Archaeological site? You mean the Star Lodge? Yes. Do you know it? It leads to the infernal source, an ancient demon summoning site in the wilderness. It may be a coincidence, but if Zamorak is planning something, it would be good to have advance word. I cannot command you, World Guardian, but we are still indebted to you for saving this world. But if you can spare the time to investigate, please do so. I believe the Jolly Boar Inn is a popular place with the knights. You might be able to find some there. You know me, I love an adventure. So, to the Jolly Boar Inn then. Whoa, what a big guy. Good day. Hello. Sarah Doman sent me here to investigate some suspicious sightings reported by her troops. Ah, you must be the World Guardian then. We were finishing up our routine patrol with a pint from the Jolly Boar here, when some of us heard some ominous chanting sounds coming from the archaeology site entrance. How was it ominous? Low-pitched, repetitive, and far too coherent to be from the pub customers. A couple of knights went outside to have a look. Maybe they can give you some more insight. I'll have a word with them. Thanks. Hello. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary near the dig site? Quite possibly. The other day I noticed a rat gnawing on something near the entrance, so I went to check out what it was. It appeared to be a freshly baked biscuit. Are biscuits not ordinary around here? Well, it's not that it was a biscuit, but the design of the biscuit. It was in the shape of a Zamorak symbol, complete with red icing. Right. This might be useful. Thank you. Biscuit as in cookie. Hi there. Have you seen anything suspicious around the dig site recently? Indeed. A fellow knight and myself were investigating some odd chanting sounds coming from the entrance. It was quite dark at the point, but we could just make out some robed figures descending into the entrance. I see. Thank you. Hello. Have you come across anything unusual around the dig site recently? Yes. Myself and another knight were looking for the source of some strange chanting coming from the entrance. We couldn't see much, but it looked like the chanting was coming from some red-cloaked figures. That's helpful information. Thanks. Well, Guardian, have you looked into the chanting sounds yet? I'm still investigating. I guess I should continue my search in the site itself. I didn't really enjoy my time down here. The exit's just over there. I can always come back later. Are you okay? I traveled all the way from Ardoin to join my old crocheting buddies here. But now that I'm here, my stomach is in all sorts of knots. Ah, the cult. I'm here to join them too. Go Zamorak! Yes, the cult! It's a relief to meet another person looking to join. You know, you can always go back home if you don't want to do this. It's not that I don't want to join. It's that I'm not sure I have what it takes. Members of this cult are truly the best of the best, and as much as I try to learn everything I can about Zamorakian culture, a lot of the time the information just doesn't stick. I'm sure they're welcoming to anyone willing to join, regardless of how well you can recall their cultural practices. You're just saying that. I bet you're much more worthy of joining than I am. Don't be so hard on yourself. I barely know the first thing about Zamorakian culture. Prove it. I'll test you. If you insist. What is Zamorak's prime belief? Growth through chaos. Correct. On to the next question. Who was the original founder of the cult? I'd say Mavaria. Not quite. Philippa Wharton? That's it. On to the last question. Who did the cult offer sacrifices to? Thinking Dagon. Correct again. I knew it. You're much more loyal Zamarakian than I am. Something like that. These robes are much better off in your possession. Here, take them. Convenient. I think I'll head back home. Clearly I have a lot more studying ahead of me. Safe travels. Right then. Radio. Welcome, child of Samarak. Greetings, fellow child of Samarak. Please be received in our holy sanctum.